Assume you have a question like this in the interview. Okay, you joined. Question is like this. You join a new project and you are given access to an SQL server. You joined a new project. You are given access to an SQL server. So how? Yes, you are given with one SQL server name and SQL authentication details. What are the login password? And you connected. You connected to the server from SSMS tool, your SQL Server Management Studio tool. Question is, how do you identify whether it is an on-premise means non-cloud, okay? Non-cloud SQL server or Azure SQL server. Please observe carefully the question now. A small scenario. You join, say I joined a new project. I was given access to an SQL server. I was given the server name, login name, password. Either non-cloud SQL server or cloud SQL server is the same concept, right? I mean, connection details will be identical. Server name, login name, password. So question here is, how do you verify? Come on, please. Yes.
Based on server components.
What would be your observations to identify whether it is on-prem or local SQL, or say on-prem SQL server or cloud Azure SQL server, logical server? Come on, please.
Agent.
Server name, by seeing server name.
Exact. Yes. Server name would be like this. Okay. Dot
Yeah.
database dot windows.net. Remember. I'll put this way. Okay. To make it useful, easier, I'll put this way: Azure SQL server and on-prem or on-premise SQL server. I have a small table of differences from connections perspective and easy identification. Yes, number one, your server name. It would be in this way, whereas here it would be computer name or computer name / instance name, right? Isn't it, please, everyone?
Yes.
Or IP address. Instead of computer name, we have IP address. Or local host. Let me show you. Connect database engine and I can directly type local host. Local host means default instance. Okay, remember, default instance. Or connect. You can also specify dot. Dot means again default instance only. Or simply provide your computer name. That is also default instance. IP address also default instance only. So there are different ways, to connect our local server, dot, local host, or your computer name or IP address. But if it is Azure SQL server, it should be like this: server name dot database name dot windows.net. That is the first difference, first identification point. Please, are we getting it now? I'll wait. Everyone, mic with you all, please. Are we getting it? I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yes. Next. Sai, do you hear me, Sai? Please check your mic, brother. Please, I'll wait. Sai Manikanta, please check your mic, please.
Sir, getting.
Fine, sir. This is 12.0. This is a fixed version number, okay? It has nothing to do with on-premise, nothing to do with regular SQL Server non-cloud. Here you see version numbers 16 or 15.0 or 14 or 13, etc. But ideally, the latest versions would be usually 30, say 16, 15, 14. 16 means, come on friends, please. 16 means 2022, right? Isn't it? Latest one. Yeah.
Yes.
2022, 2019, right? 2022, 2019, 2017 version. Okay. Next. So version number is fixed here. It's fixed. Next. Number 3. Very important quick observation. Here we are talking from Azure SQL Server to on-prem. Azure SQL Server, logical server, okay? We're talking about logical server. Other quick observation, SQL agent. It is missing. Whereas we see it once connected to server. Yes, please see here. No agent. Here you see agent, right? Like this. Yes, are we getting it, please? I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perfect. Number 4. One more thing, management. Management folder. It went missing. Here we see it once you are connected to the server. Same way replication. Here it is missing. Number 4, properties. I right click server. There is no properties at all, you know. See here. Why? Stay tuned, okay? How to get properties of the server then? Stay tuned. Next item, very next item. How to get properties of the server? For now, right click properties of your on-prem server, properties. We happily see the properties like this, including operating system. There is a dependency on OS. Okay, so here it is, properties, missing from SSMS, GUI, okay? Whereas here, right click server and properties. Number 7, OS dependency. Here, not applicable. Whereas here it is mandatory. Because without OS dependency, there is no authentication, no service. So these are the 7 major differences using which we can identify. Any one is enough to answer this question, to quickly identify which server we are connected to. One of these 7 is enough at our job place. Please, are we getting it now? I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Sir, but this is applicable for only fast server, na?
Yes, logical server. Yes, my question is about logical server. Yes. Logical
Okay.
means PaaS, platform as a service. Okay, logical server means PaaS, platform as a service.
Right.
Perfect. Others, any more questions, please? I'll wait. Sorry, from here, from this question, any further clarifications required, please let me know. I'll wait. Well,
Sir,
next,
I have one question, sir.
tell me, sir. Yeah.
In real time, like in real time project, will use always logical server, or it depends on project, sir?
It
Like,
depends. There are other flavors as well that we are going to learn in our classes. There are two more flavors we are going to learn in our classes in cloud. It purely depends actually. Regularly, from my experience, regularly we use logical server for OLTP operations, live OLTP, because you have 4 terabyte capacity per database and up to 50 databases we can create per server. So OLTP should be fine. Yep.
okay, and for registration, only like Azure DBA persons will create, or only our client will give us everything?
So actually, ideally, developers will create the databases in general. If not, DBA is
No,
responsible.
I am
Yes.
asking for SQL Server, sir. Azure SQL Server. Its database is not. I'm not asking. SQL Server. Like
Yeah,
we reached just now, right?
again, SQLs are also the same concept. Okay, either developers or admin duty. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
So basically, I mean, we cannot think always from on-site perspective. We should also think from operational data center (ODC) perspective as well. So in ODCs, we'll be creating the servers, configure the networks and everything, test the connections, make them live. Then DBS will step into the picture once developers load all the required objects and migrate the initial real world data. Okay, it depends. Yeah. So
Thank you, sir.
usually either developers or admins at ODC, operational data center, they take care of the configurations in general. So here it is ODC, operational data centers, those testing environments, and sometimes you have multiple levels of testing environment. Then comes on site. That's how it is actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we call it as operational data center, just in case to make it clear. Yeah. Well, for example, I still remember, when I joined Microsoft in 2005. That's my first job at Microsoft, and I was actually, told like I was from JNTU actually, and I was told like I need to work as a DBA. Then few people, my elders, my super seniors, says, "Oh my God, DBA, no, no, don't take that job. It's night shift and all." They said, really. I was frightened, but I don't have other option, right? I got only one placement, that too from Microsoft, a nice company. How do I leave it? A nice package. At that time, I remember it's 5 lakhs package at that time, 2005. 5 lakh is really too much at that time. Truly, 5 lakh, per annum anyway. Okay, not per month. There is no chat GPT or AI at that time. So even my dad also said, no, no, you go for it. It's a nice. So we're habituated to hard work, right? Because I'm from a very lower middle class, very, very lower middle class family actually. Because that's how it is. I was born and brought up that way. So now here it is. They said like night shift and all. I said no problem. Let me face it. But by God's grace, once I joined my project, first day they said, uh, "Look, a fresher cannot be a DBA. So you need to work at the ODC first." So they placed us in the operational data center for 6 months. And we understood the complete process, because at that time 2005 there was no DevOps, there is no agile framework was slowly building up, from other teams. We used to have some Visual Studio teams at that time. I remember, like, we used to have Visual Studio, VSTF, if anyone I remember. Do you have an idea? VSTF, Visual Studio Team Foundation Server, we used to call at that time VSTF. From VSTF came agile frameworks, and then came DevOps. That's evaluation actually. So our team used to use VSTF templates, agile templates at that time. They were very, very new. So we were made to sit in operational data center day and night. We used to watch everything carefully, and we used to do task items. We used to create something called KB articles, knowledge-based articles. Knowledge-based articles means, if this is a problem, what will be the solution? If that solution fails, what will be the workaround? We used to create initial KB articles and again give it to our team leads, SME, subject matter experts. And they used to verify, again give it to the team leads. They used to give it to the team managers and they need to put the stamp on it. Then it goes to publishing by the web publishing team. So it's a process, it's a process wherein ODC first. But whatever we document from our observations have to be tested again. A separate team for testing. In our same floor, we used to have it in Hyderabad, Gachibowli. Then on-site, we used to have it in Redmond. Are you getting some idea now, Praveen? Yeah. I'll wait. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah. Any more questions, please? I'll wait.